It's Tuesday afternoon, and in many areas in the US, you're waking up to the day of the debate. And for me, I won't see the debate until tomorrow because I think that it will take place. It's in Philadelphia, and I think I worked out the time difference, and it will be 4 p.m. my time, no, 4 a.m. my time in the early hours of Wednesday morning. So I won't see it live. So by the time I get to see it, it'll be all over with. And I have to admit to feeling quite excited about it, and hoping that what will happen is Trump will melt down even more than he's been melting down over the last few days. The few things I've seen of him in the last few days, he's not made any sense whatsoever. He really isn't able to hold a train of thought. He's become and sounds much more dictatorial. He talks about somewhere, and I haven't read it, I just saw the headline, that he will be imprisoning people who supported Kamala, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm sort of beginning to hold my breath, and I know that that's going to happen come election day, that I will be quite agitated, and I wish that you weren't so far behind me in time. It's frustrating to, like, I'll wake up on the morning of November 6th and think, oh, it's election day, but actually that will not start. People won't go out and start voting until, I don't know, in the middle of the afternoon my time, and nothing will happen until early hours of my 7th of November morning. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing the debate. I know that Kamala's been doing quite a lot of debate prep, which is important, and they're using a lookalike and an impersonator for her to bounce off, and I think that's a really good idea. And knowing Trump, he won't be making any preparations because he knows it all, and I hope that comes back to bite him. They are going to be muting microphones, and but that won't stop us being able to see him mouthing off. It will. She'll still be able to hear him. It just means that the audience won't be able to hear it. But yeah, I'm just feeling excited, holding my breath. Well, I'm not holding my breath, or I'll die. Okay, I'm pausing now because I'm going to have my cup of tea, and then I'll be back with more. Okay, still drinking my tea. At the Economic Club of New York, Trump was asked this question. Let's see if I can read this over there. What specific legislation will you commit to make childcare affordable? And his reply, well, I would do that. We're sitting down, I was somebody. We had Marco Rubio and my daughter, Ivanka. But I think when you talk about the kind of numbers that I'm talking about, because the childcare is childcare. There's something you have to have. In this country, you have to have it. I want to stay with childcare. So we'll take care of it. Thank you. Do you want me to read it again? See if it makes more sense? I'm not gonna. You can re-listen again, see if it makes more sense. The sad thing is, the audience applauded for the idiotic statement. Scary. So along with feeling excited about the debate, I'm going to say tonight's debate because for many of you it is tonight. I'm also feeling very scared about November. It's so close. Even though the polls are looking good for Kamala, it's so close. And when you know how he can manipulate, who he has on his side to manipulate, how some of the registration process is being deliberately misleading, I'm finding it very worrying. I remember waking up on that morning in 2016 and being absolutely shocked that he had been elected President of the United States. I could not believe it. It was just shocking, and I think a lot of the world was shocked. And what a horrendous presidency it was. But the hardest bit was it followed Obama, who was intelligent, thoughtful, compassionate, knew what he was doing, had a good background history, all of that, all that he had done in the lead up and all that Trump had done was lose money in businesses, gone into liquidation, moved on, did The Apprentice, but he just was the front man of that. I think the rest of it was done by somebody else. That's all he had. And Obama had, his education and all of the jobs that he'd done prior to that. Similar now to Kamala and Tim Walz. They both have a great CV, which Trump doesn't have. Mr. fucking Bone Spurs didn't even have any, has not served his country. So yeah, that's all that's on my mind at the moment. Mostly what's all on my mind. We've just been out. We've been and picked up a few bits from the local shop for local people, because I don't want to go out in the car that we've got on loan whilst our car's in. It's horrible. It's perfectly good, really. It's not an old car, but I just don't feel comfortable in it. I don't feel confident in it, and I'm not the driver. I'm not driving it. Mark's driving it, but it just doesn't feel the same. So I'm looking forward to getting our car back, which should be tomorrow sometime. Got art in the morning, so hopefully we can go and pick it up in the afternoon. So we haven't gone out. We've not gone to look for. I'm still struggling to find non-gluten wraps for me, but I've decided that this evening I will do Caesar salad. I've got plenty of lettuce in the fridge, so I'll do Caesar salad, which will be gluten-free anyway. And then when we pick the car up tomorrow in Lusac, we can go into Intermarché there and see if they've got any some gluten wraps. If not, we'll stop and go into Memorial Leclerc. And if they haven't, I don't know what I'm going to do, because it's really pissing me off now that I'm so stuck, and then I start getting sucked down into eating gluten against my better judgment, which isn't good for me. So that's what's happening. Mark did a nice job of the garden. He didn't do the back last time, so it is looking really good. And the sun's out still. That's nice. I might go and read in a minute. So yeah, roll on tomorrow for me. Don't know about you guys. Oh, Janice, men's parts. Janice, look at the fat shaming video. That will explain what I'm talking about. And as always, thanks for your comments, and see you soon.